So, in summary, strategy is about connection to the landscape. If you do nothing else tonight, at least your next networking meeting, ask people what their customers' uncertainties are. But walk out there, look at products, look at the market, find out what's going on out there, because the more you do that, the more you have a chance of being more than a functional manager, more than a functional director, but a general manager. Because that's the key. I've met people who have been told, oh, you couldn't possibly be strategic. Nah, you might be a director, but you'll never be strategic. And you go, what's that about? Because they're trying to keep it to themselves. Really good people are out there knowing it. And then it's about quality of conversation amongst the management team. If I haven't said that enough before, I'll say it again. It's about the quality of conversation about what you find. It's not in the meetings. Some management teams, 15 years ago, we did some research. Apparently, management teams only spend 2 hours a week discussing strategy. I have not seen that question asked for the last 15 years. Anecdotally, my observation is still that's the case. 2 hours a month. If you can increase that, the first question I ask, get them to ask in a monthly management team is, have any of our assumptions changed? What information have we had from the outside world that might upset our strategy? What have we gathered this month? Okay, good, that's interesting, fine. Now how are we executing on it? Because if that's changed, you know, if fuel prices have gone up, if there's a war somewhere, if steel commodity prices have changed, if something's going to trigger an event that's going to cause one of the fundamental chip prices or whatever you're dealing with, or you read something in the paper that says, oh, hang on a minute, this could have an implication for us. And you should be having that conversation because that's about the connection. And then you're working on the system, not in it. About where you position the box in the market, the choices you make, the permissions you give. And it's about persistency over time. Strategy is about persistency. Tactics are what you do occasionally when you need them. And it's a learning process. You won't get it right. Accept that it will never be right first time, but it's good enough to go with. And keep pushing it and getting it out. Now, on my website, I have given a link, and it's on the piece of paper, which is a summary of this. Everything I've said is basically summarised on that, apart from the deers and rabbits story. If you go to that link, you'll find a few book references. There'll be the strategic learning double loop model and a few other things as well. You can also find some case studies on things I've done there. There's a paper recently on external predictive indicators, how you get in the outside world, and about communicating strategy as well. So my final question to you is, when you go back to your places of work tomorrow, and you look out across that landscape, are you going to go for the deer, or are you going to go for the rabbit? Thanks very much.